Hey guys, how are you doing today? I have pretty much got the week off, just for a job cancellation. Been out looking at a couple of jobs. By the way, if you're new to this channel, hello. It's primarily a channel about plastering, and there's a lot of tutorials we have on and out. But as I say, we haven't been plastering this week, so I'm doing a talking video today. If you do want to have a look at some other bits and pieces we've done on the channel, then I'm sure there's going to be something there that's going to take your fancy, so have a quick look. So yeah, talking video today. Been out looking at work. I think next week it might start picking up, and you know what it's like, it's feast or famine. Quiet this week, and I think it's all going to come in next week, but time will tell. I wanted to talk today about the site plasterer, the simple site plasterer, if you like. It gets a lot of stick, site slashers. Now, a lot of these guys, not that I've been trying not to look at plastering videos because I don't want to be influenced, but you can't help but get notifications, and I've looked at a few other guys that have done videos, and you tend to notice that the videos that they're doing, and I am included in this, are jobs where, you know, they've got time to do the video recording. They're on little private jobs, they're in people's houses. It's a tiny little job. They've knocked up a bucket of gear, and that's it, they're away, and they're just talking you through it. So what we don't really see is the site plasterers and what they have to do. Now, I'm in these people's jobs, in their houses. The customer is looking over my shoulder, and if you look through some of my videos, well, pretty much all of them, to be honest with you, I'm using a 20-inch carbon steel trowel quite often. I love it because it gets things straight, and I'm in a lot of environments where there's old work that needs straightening up, and there's so much emphasis on the quality, not so much the quantity. You're not pumping it out, you know, and the painter's there, the customer might be the painter, so you really got to you know, really pay attention to getting things straight, especially if you're doing things for not window fitters, kitchen fitters, bathroom fitters. They like things to be square and plumb and all that stuff, so you've got time to do it on these jobs. You know, you've priced for it. You've got a comfortable price on, where you're not rushing and tearing around trying to make ends meet, because you're starting to lose money if you don't get the job done today. You know, you'll do it so you know it's nice and comfortable. You're not going to have to rush too much. So we've got time to do these videos and go on about, you know, doing this here, doing that there. If you're a site plasterer, it's a completely different ball game. You are just banging out as much work as you possibly can. I've been there. I've been in all the different aspects. I'm just skimming the cream off the top at the moment. You know, I've gone all the way back down to a sole trader. You know, my earnings are under. I don't have to charge VAT. It's a simple life. It's just me and Shay. Quite often I get the customers to buy materials, things that keep my turnover down, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I'm just cruising through. But that sort of work has been drying up a little bit, I've been finding, in the recent few weeks. Well, pretty much all this year it's been quite up and down. So I've had to become a little bit more proactive and put myself out there and getting in with some larger firms and being part of a team, and taking on some larger projects, and doing as I'm told. You know, it's not my job, even if I don't agree with the technique or what we're doing. I do what I'm told, because, you know, if I do it my way, or if something does go wrong, do as you're told, and it's not your fault, is it? You've done it the way you've been told to do it. So that's where I'm starting to get now. And yeah, so I'm harping on all the time about these wonderful carbon steel trowels and how beautiful straight it gets all your work. If you're a site plasterer, you are working with the minimal stuff You don't want to be humping all these different bits and pieces of gear in there, or tools. You might be parked, you know, meters away from where you're working. You've got trips across mud. Water access might be an issue. Power is probably an issue. You know, some sites kind of reminds me of, you know, like all the commotion outside the Nagasaki building, Nagataki building, is it, in Die Hard. We've got all the different police departments and they're all arguing and fighting and this is my jurisdiction, blah blah blah. It kind of reminds me of that sometimes. So if you're a site plasterer, you are like experienced, you're on the front line and it's hard work. I know it is. And you're carrying the minimal amount of tools that you need to be dragging around the place. So quite often I would agree, I'm using 20-inch carbon steel trowel. If you're slinging as much plaster on as you can, you probably want to drop down to a stainless steel trowel. I will draw the line at the perma shapes. I don't like trowels that are too curved, and the perma shapes are way too curved for me. I'm not sure why they invented them, to be honest with you. I think it's to do with joint and taping for the perma shapes, because they just tells you nothing. It's too curved. You need those trowel marks to be occurring because the trowel is so straight, so you can see where you can dub out and stuff. The perma shapes, the curved trowels, just don't talk back to you. They don't let you know what's going on with the contours of the wall. And if you're site plastering, really, ideally, you're banging out plasterboard. You're skimming over plasterboard very often. I don't know if they really do that much floating stuff now on sites, to be honest with you. It's a bit of a, you know, with the drying time involved with it and the skill level involved with floating, you know, it's much easier to dot and dab the walls and get somebody just to fly around, skim them, and then the drying out time's a lot quicker and they can turn around and decorate them a lot quicker. So yeah, if you're banging out meters and meters and meters and you are under pressure, you might be, you're being paid by the meter, or you'll have a unit price, so you need to get it done. You know, if it takes you 4 days, you earn more money. If you take an extra day doing it, you know, your day rate, you know, your ability to earn is going down. So you need to be fast. You not be greasy fast speed. You got to be banging it out. And yeah, so if you are doing that, I agree, really. Stainless steel trowel, 14-inch, maybe a 16. You don't really want to go too much bigger than that. Some of the speed skims are probably, they'll come in handy for you. So yeah, you'll just whack it on, speed skim it, just get it down as quick as you can, really. As quick as you can, get it going on. It's all about the meterage, and it is hard work. So, you know, I take my hat off to you guys, any of you guys that are out there on those muddy building sites, dealing with the conditions that you're in. It is hard, front line in the trenches graft. And the winter is coming up, and that's no fun as well, is it, really? We've got no heating. Sometimes the windows aren't even in properly, they haven't put the glass in or something like that. And then, oh, you're not supposed to plaster unless it's 5 degrees and rising. Well, the site agent don't care about that. He wants that work done. You got to be in there. It's 5 degrees. Oh, it's 4.5 degrees. We can't plaster. You know, there's all that sort of stuff to take into consideration. So basically, I just wanted to get a quick video out there today, and you know, and give you site boys a bit of a salute. We've done a couple of tough jobs. One of the videos we've done previously was pretty tough, where we had to screed the floor of the swimming pool, and the conditions were pretty treacherous, and it reminded me back of the site days, very much so. So yeah, and what I've done is, because it's my day off, I've got bits and pieces to do. I haven't been playing the guitar very much. So you site boys, I made up a little tune for you this morning. I've got a little riff going last night, and I've just now did some lyrics to it. So I've done a little song for you. It's called The Ballad of the Winter Site Plasterer. We'll play it for you in just a moment. But yeah, judge it too hard, because I've been playing the guitar very much recently, and the calluses on my fingers are down, so the flesh on my chord hand is very, very soft, and there's a little bit trouble hitting those frets. So yeah. Anyway, guys, if you're on site, good luck to you. Here's a little song, and it's just for you. And in the meantime, like I say, I'm not sure what I'm doing for the rest of the week. I'm knocking about. I might do another talking video later in the week, I'm not sure. But yeah, if you are interested in any plastering tutorials, please do have a look through the channel. I'd say I'm sure there's something on there that will take your fancy. You know, there's talked about plastering so much. Talks about plastering more than Bubba Gump talks about shrimp. So yeah, have a look through the channel and have a little listen to the song. I'll play it for you in a minute. And oh, the other thing as well. Yeah, I say I made the riff up. I didn't. I kind of stole it, because you've got to be careful with copyrights. And you can copyright melody, apparently, but you can't copyright chord progression. So the chord progression I used in this song, because we had to go down, because it's a ballad and side plastering, we had to go down to the sad chords, you know, all the way down here. Apparently this chord, if you're into Spinal Tap, it's the saddest chord in the world, and that chord is in the song. But yeah, there's a progression there. I've kept the progression in the same routine as the song that I've stolen it from. So if you guys do recognise where or what song I've based this song on, then put it in the comments and I'll tell you if you're right or not. Anyway, right, I've gone on enough again. Right, watch the song, I'll catch you later. Take it easy, guys. It's dark, it's gotta go to work. Summer's gone away, he's way up before the lark. Just a simple man, and the frost needs clearing from the windscreen of his transit van. This is the ballad of the winterside plasterer. God, it's so cold, the sky is so pale, and his fingers are frozen through, cannot hold his trowel, and he's thinking, bugger this, for a game of soldiers, gonna throw in the towel, getting off his job, wear some fancy clothes, not these jogging bottoms where the stains won't come out. This is the ballad of the winterside plasterer. Just a simple man, doing what he can, jump stuffing his transit van, callus on his hand, travel across the land, working to the beat of the never-ending marching band. This is the ballad of the winter side, of the simple side plasterer.